Mariam Bugaja, a mother of 3 children, spent 2 years in this uncompleted building after bandits attacked her village. Ever since, life has been unbearable. Lack of access to basic human necessities like food, access to healthcare, and education has made life more difficult for Mariam. Her children and 10 other families camped in this uncompleted building. For over 2 weeks, Mariam and her children have been battling malaria. Unfortunately, she can't even afford a Panadol that costs less than $1. Talk less of going to a hospital.
To be frank, we are faced with health challenges because when we fall sick, we don't have money to go to the hospital, let alone our children. We just sit at home and buy 10 naira Panadol, dissolve it in water and give to the children. This has been our life, both young and old, when we have bouts of malaria because there is no money.
According to statistics by UNICEF, a total of 11,536 schools were closed since December 2020 due to abductions and security issues. These schools closures have impacted the education of approximately 1.3 million children. This interruption of their learning contributes to gaps in children's knowledge and skills. Safara, who resides in Safana local government area of Katsina state, lost her husband while trying to rescue his relatives during an attack by bandits. At a point, she thought she was losing her sick daughter.
Currently, my daughter is sick. I spent the entire day at the hospital yesterday. She's been vomiting and running a temperature because of malaria. We were scared for her life. I thought they were going to admit us. But when they asked me if I came with money and I told them no, they then prescribed drugs for us and I left.
Safara'u's children can no longer go to school. Her youngest daughter's dream of becoming a doctor is not visible.
She deserved to have been admitted, given her condition. It was so serious that we all stayed awake last night watching over her. Because of hunger and no peace, our children no longer attend the regular and Islamic schools. As a widow, my condition is worse. After every exam, my eldest daughter always says to me, "Mom, I want to become a doctor," and saves life.
Most of the women have similar stories. They are caught between struggling to send their children to school or send them to beg for food. Analysts believed most of them are victims of general poverty, and the only language they can use to get sympathy and assistance is by claiming to be victims of banditry.
What is happening is that it's a general poverty and hunger in the whole of the country, which so many people, so many families were aligning themselves to this internally distressed person so that they can get assistance.
With a non-functioning primary healthcare facilities and lack of government commitment to providing educational alternative to victims of insecurity, the situation will keep deteriorating. One thing is clear: with rising insecurity, families will be displaced, out-of-school children will increase, and the access to healthcare will remain a nightmare. Jamilu Mobay, Trust TV News, Katsina.